Welcome everyone. In this video, let's look into our day 5 of the professional course. This day 5 course is divided into 8 different sections, and that we'll be looking into section 6, which is your construction drawing. See, in our previous section, we talked in detail about your first type of drawing, right? Which is your cabinet production drawing or your custom furniture drawing in NAADI. But what about the 2D drawings for your non-modular components? Something like your floor plan, furniture layout, floor tile layout, your RCP drawing, reverse ceiling plan drawing, your lighting fixture positions, and your generic wall elevations. All those drawings are also essential for your interior designs, right? All these drawings what we address now could be generated using your construction drawing, which is the second type of 2D drawing which you could generate for your project. So for that, in your main modeling window, on the top menu bar, can you see you have something called drawings and schedules, right? Just place your cursor, it will open up a drop down. In this, can you see the first drawing, your construction drawing? Click it. And now the tool will automatically generate your construction drawings for the entire project in this flow. So now can you see here, your construction drawing is generated in your edit view. And here in your view list, click on the all tab and select the first drawing, which is your renovation views. Remember, renovation view in your edit view is nothing but your construction drawing in your main modeling window. Okay, both are same, only the terminology is different. So just click on this renovation view, and here you will see different types of construction drawing in that. The first one is your floor plan, where your walls, your windows and door positions, your egress and egress points will be marked in. Your balcony along with all the room dimensions will precisely be marked. Both your external and internal dimensions will also be marked here. Okay, so this is your typical floor plan. If you're looking for a floor plan with your design furnitures, then select on your furniture plan, which is the second type of construction drawing. Can you see here? So your furnitures will be added according to your 3D model, and your egress and egress points will be added. Your windows and door openings, along with it, your walls will also be visible based on your design. And since this is a furniture plan, the wall dimensions will be mentioned outside your floor plan on all the 4 sides. Can you see here? And apart from that, in default, each and every space will be named, the area and the circumference will be mentioned. The name what you are seeing here is the room name what you have provided in the 3D model for that space. You remember you would have selected a room category and a room name, right? The room name what you are typing that will eventually be updated in your 2D drawings. And now you might be wondering, what about the internal dimensions? What if I want to know the length and width of each and every room here? That is what your third type of construction drawing here, which is your furniture size. If you click it, this will generate your furniture size drawing, which will have both your furniture layout, the external wall dimensions, and your internal room dimensions will also be mentioned. Can you see here? Your typical working drawings for your space. And apart from this, if you are looking for a floor tile layout, you could also generate it. That is what your fourth type of drawing, your floor finish plan. If you click it, it will precisely generate your floor tile layout for each and every space here. And not only that, it will also annotate the floor tile for each and every space along with the dimensions of the space. And since it is a floor tile layout, you might need a tile starting point. That is also denoted here. Can you see here? Each and every space as this point, right? This represents the tile starting point of a specific space. And for all these components in your floor tile layout to be proper, make sure that you update all these informations in the floor editor of each and every space. And apart from your floor tile layout, you have your reverse ceiling plan, which is your typical RCP drawing. So in my project here, these are all the spaces which has false ceiling. It will precisely denote it, and it will demarcate the cove position as well. This dotted line represents the cove lighting position in that false ceiling. You could also notice the lighting fixture is also marked in that specific false ceiling, right? So for all this, make sure that your project is completely modeled end to end in NAADI, so that you don't have to worry about any of these factors in your 2D. It will automatically be translated to your drawings. So that way, your cove lightings, your chandeliers, or in case of any pendant lighting, all those will be marked in your RCP drawings here. You could also notice the level for each and every space, right? So this represents the level of that ceiling from the floor. So this false ceiling part is actually placed at a distance of 2680 mm from the floor in my model. Instead of false ceiling, if a space has only true ceiling, it will automatically be demarcated as slab. And now you might be wondering, what about the false ceiling size? What if I want to know the length and width of the false ceiling for each and every space? That is what your next type of construction drawing, which is your ceiling size. If you click it, this will tell you the dimension, the length and width of each and every false ceiling for your space. Can you see here how precise it is? The dimension, the extrusion distance, the cove cavity distance, everything will be mentioned to the point here. Then comes in your light fixture drawings. See, you might be wondering, in your ceiling, it was talking about your ceiling dimension. What if I want to demarcate the position of the lighting? What if I want to have a center to center distance between the lightings or the position of the chandelier from either walls? This is what your light fixture position drawing comes in. If you select it, can you see here? It will precisely tell the length and width for the position of your chandeliers, for your pendant light. Not only that, if you're having any cob light or spotlight, it will precisely demarcate the center to center distance between those lights as well. Now, okay, so this is what your light fixture position drawing is. So remember, out of these drawings, these three drawings, your reflected ceiling plan, ceiling size, and your lighting fixture position is something that has to do with your false ceiling. And this floor finish plan is something that has to do with your floor tile layout. And this floor plan, furniture plan, and your furniture size is something that has to do with your floor plan and furniture layout. And apart from all this construction drawing plan, you have the last type of plan here, which is your elevation index. If you click it, can you see here? It has automatically generated the elevation index for all the walls in a space. And it will automatically name those elevation index as well, precisely to the position. And just like your custom furniture drawing, if you just click on any elevation index, it will show you the bounding region, using which you can control the extent of this elevation. So in this case here, I can just control the extent to this point. I can do the same process for the other elevations too. And since your elevation indexes and elevation boxes are bounded, which means your wall elevations are also automatically generated. Can you see here under wall view tab here within your renovation view? These are all the wall elevations which are generated for all the spaces. It will mention the name of the space and the elevation index name here based on the elevation tags. Can you see here? So that way, if I want to look at the elevation view of the living room, which is this one, just click it, click on view elevation in the floating tab, or I could directly click on this living room elevation as well. This will open up the specific elevation index of that space. Okay, so this way you should be able to generate your wall elevations for your space too. In my case here, for this elevation here, if you notice, the bounding region is pretty small, but I want this elevation to cover the entire prospectus of this region. So for that, I could extend the bounding boxes of this elevation tag here to a point where it is completely covering this wall of this living room along with my dining wall. And once it is adjusted according to your requirement, then click on view elevation, and now your same living room elevation here will be updated depending on the edited boundary. So your false ceiling sections will precisely be marked. Your strip light position of that core will be mentioned in the section of the false ceiling, will also be demarcated there. Okay. Apart from that, your furnitures, your lighting components, your windows and doors, your skirting, everything will be distinguished in different layers and colors. Can you see here? Okay, so to this precision, you will be able to generate your wall elevation for your projects. The drawing what you are seeing here is a typical technical line drawing, correct? Not many clients or vendors could understand this, right? They might not know what this line is. As a designer, we might be aware of, right? But from the client point of view or from some vendor point of view, they might not know precisely what these components here which are present in your drawings. In those cases, for better design clarity, it would be great if it is actually like an illustrative kind of an elevation, right? Instead of line elevation, that could also be toggled on. Yes, you should also be able to generate a color drawing for your elevations apart from your line drawing. So for that, in the same window at the bottom here, can you see you have something called display mode, right? Click it. This will open up this tab, and here right now we are in the color wireframe, okay, which means your line drawing in different colors representing different components. Instead, you have something called realistic here, right? Click it. Now can you see here that entire drawing has become illustrative, right? You could precisely see the actual color of that finish or a fabric exactly like in your model. Can you see here? Now, okay, so this is also feasible for all your elevation drawings. See, right now I'm explaining this display mode using your construction drawing elevations, right? The same process even applies your cabinet production drawing, that is your custom furniture drawings too. Yes, for your internal and external elevation of your cabinets, if you want to actually show the finish for the shutter or for the carcass which is applied for your cabinets, you can even toggle on to realistic mode of those drawings too. That will better provide a clarity on the actual finish of your cabinets. So this is how you should be able to generate different types of construction drawings for your project. And now you might be having this question. The same wall elevation what we took for the living here might also apply for your kitchen space, right? So I could even generate the elevation for your kitchen spaces using your construction drawing itself, right? In that case, why do I need to actually go to custom furniture drawing to generate the elevation for your cabinets? I could generate it in construction drawing itself, right? The thing is, yes, you can generate your elevation drawings for your cabinets in your construction drawing itself. The difference lies in detail. So if I generate the elevation drawing for the kitchen in my construction drawing, this is what the output you will get. It will mention your basic cabinet dimensions, the length and width of the cabinet along with the wall dimensions, your window points, if you have any false ceiling or so, all those will be demarcated here. But the thing is, your cabinet might lack details. So here if you notice, if I generate the same drawing in my custom furniture drawing, it will precisely depict different components here as different layers, so that it will be easy for me to later edit, download or modify it according to the requirement. But in case of construction drawings here, can you see here? Everything is in one single line weight. Apart from that, even your swing directions for your shutters won't be mentioned as well. Apart from that, another shortcoming when it comes to generating your cabinet elevations in your construction drawing is the internal elevation. You can't generate the internal elevation of a cabinet using your construction drawing. Only the external elevation can be generated. Can you see? The elevation what you're looking now is just an external elevation. The internal elevation can't be generated in your construction drawing for your cabinets. So for that, you will eventually need to depend on your custom furniture drawing or your cabinet production drawing, like what we addressed in our previous session. So if you don't have the requirement for the internal elevation of the cabinet, and if you're not concerned about the details of your cabinet in your 2D drawing, something like your layering, swing direction, cabinet numbering or so, you could precisely go for your construction drawing to generate the 2D drawings for your cabinets here itself. And in addition to all these factors, always remember the fact that unlike your construction drawings, which was generated for individual rooms within that floor plan, your construction drawing will be generated for that entire floor plan. So if you're planning to generate your construction drawing, make sure that your entire floor plan is actually modeled so that your 2D drawings will be proper. If you have some spaces in your floor plan left incomplete in your modeling, it will precisely be updated in your construction drawings as well. So make sure that you model the entire floor plan if you're planning to generate your construction drawing. So this is how you should be able to generate different types of construction drawings for your entire project. So with this, your section 6 of the Day 5 professional course is completed.